You wake up cold and disoriented inside a decrepit power station. The rain is pouring outside. You are trapped. You find a rusty screwdriver, force the locked door open, and the very first thing you see in the shadows is a man holding an axe. This is how Tales Beyond the Tomb No Witnesses kicks off, throwing us straight into a brutal nightmare. Our actual story begins on a lonely, desolate road surrounded by dense, suffocating forests. Two sisters, Ashley and Amber, are stranded in the middle of nowhere after hitting a nasty pothole that left them with two flat tires. Just when things seem hopeless, the roar of engine breaks the silence. A biker gang pulls over. The lead biker Matt asks if they need any help. Alongside him are his buddies Justin and John. When Justin points out how dangerous it is for two girls to be out here alone, Matt offers them a lifeline. There is a small town just 5 minutes away and they can drop them off there. Amber is instantly skeptical. They don't know these guys and she doesn't want to leave their car unprotected until morning. But Matt warns her, this road is completely dead at night. Ashley, terrified of spending the night in the pitch black, convinces her sister to trust them. Amber reluctantly climbs onto the back of Matt's bike and they ride out into the dark. Their first stop is a local gas station. Ashley approaches the attendant, Hank, asking for a mechanic. But Hank gives them a grim reality. No one is working at this hour. He offers to look at the car himself in the morning and directs them to a local town motel for the night. By now, the girls are feeling a bit more comfortable with the bikers. When the guys mention they are heading to a concert and invite them along, the sisters, after a moment of hesitation, agree to join the fun. But first, they need to check into the motel. At the reception, the clerk Clark hands over the keys. The girls get room 106 while the bikers take room 102 and 104. Inside room 106, things feel off. The room is messy and uninviting. Ashley decides to wash off the stress of the night in the shower, leaving Amber alone. As Amber watches TV, a chilling sensation washes over her. She looks through the window. Someone is out there, watching her from the darkness. She rushes to the door and looks through the peephole. A strange man is lingering outside. When she tells Ashley, her sister brushes it off as paranoia and tells Amber to grab some sodas from the vending machine. This turns out to be a fatal mistake. At the vending machine, an unknown man jump scares Amber. He claims he did not mean to scare her and creepily asks if she is alone or needs a ride. Amber quickly replies that she is with friends and retreats. But the nightmare escalates. When she gets back to room 106, she finds herself locked out. She goes to the reception desk for a spare key, but Clark is nowhere to be found. Desperate, she slips into the office to grab the keys herself. After grabbing the keys, she comes back into the room. Suddenly the lights cut out. Before she can react, a figure lunges from the dark. Amber is attacked and dragged into the night. The camera switches to Ashley, coming out of shower. The room is empty. She steps outside and sees a truck speeding away from the motel. Panicked, she runs to the bikers. John mentions that the receptionist only saw the truck leaving and calling the police is pointless. It would take hours for them to arrive in this remote area. Matt springs into the action. He tells John to stay behind and protect Ashley while he and Justin hunt down the truck. Meanwhile, Amber wakes up in a living nightmare. She's locked inside a rusty cage. Fortunate enough to find a crowbar, she forces her way out, only to find a horrific sight: human body parts hanging like a meat in a slaughterhouse. The main exit is locked tight. Searching the area, she finds a flashlight and a cryptic note. By shining the light on the blood-stained walls and body parts, she uncovers a hidden sequence of numbers. She solves the puzzle, unlocks the door, and slips deeper into the facility. As she creeps through the shadows, she spots a man. She hides just in time to hear him talking on the phone to his wife, saying, "Sweetheart, you should have slept by now." It's a chilling reminder that this monstrous killer is also a seemingly normal family man. As soon as he walks away, Amber runs for her life. Back on the road, Matt and Justin spot the killer's truck parked outside an abandoned factory. They venture inside completely unaware of the trap they are walking into. Justin spots a seemingly innocent teddy bear resting on a door. He goes to check it out. Matt senses danger and yells at him not to touch it, but it's too late. The moment Justin touches the bear, a devastating gunshot rings out, blowing Justin's head off instantly. Terrified, Matt runs as fast as he can through the dark corridor, but the killer has mapped his place perfectly. Snap! Matt's leg is crushed in a brutal bear trap. As he screams in agony, the killer emerges with an axe. defiant until his very last breath. Matt flips the killer the middle finger right before the axe comes down. At the same time, Amber is still playing a deadly game of hide and seek. Realizing the killer will soon notice her empty cage, she frantically searches for a way out. The main exit is locked by a padlock. She needs something to cut it. She finds a locker, clears the path and opens that locker containing a blue key. This key leads her to a pair of bolt cutters, but just as she grabs them, the killer appears. She hides in the nick of time, dodges him and rushes to cut the lock on the final door, but the moment the chain snaps, the killer traps her in a dead-end room. The perspective shifts one last time to Ashley and John, who have tracked their friends to the factory. Armed with a gun, John shoots open a locked door as they explore the grim facility. They discover the horrific remains of Justin and then the grisly scene of Matt Demise. Suddenly the killer confronts them. John demands to know what he did to his friends and opens fire. The killer is hit but manages to retreat into the shadows. They push forward, stumbling into the cage room where Amber was originally held. Ashley steps inside to investigate, and in that split second of separation, the killer strikes from the dark, brutally murdering John. Some time passes and we find ourselves inside the cramped container of the killer's truck. Ashley and Amber are finally reunited, but they are captives. Ashley hands Amber a screwdriver she managed to smuggle, giving her strict instruction: if he gets close, stick this into him. When the container doors open and the killer reaches for them, Amber drives the screwdriver deep into his flesh. Shouting in pain, the killer stumbles back and the sisters sprint into the dark forest. They find an old house and break inside. Ashley tells Amber to hide under the table while she hides inside a locker. The killer bursts in. He heads straight for the locker where Ashley is hiding. Knowing her sister is doomed, Amber bravely leaps out and pushes the killer from behind, and they both run out into the night. But the killer recovers, pulls out a gun and shoots Amber in the leg. She collapses. Ashley bravely turns back to rescue her sister, but a devastating gunshot echoes through the woods. The killer shoots Ashley directly in the head. As Ashley dies in a dreamlike state, Amber sees Ashley one last time. Ashley gives her a final mission from beyond the grave: kill that son of a bitch.
Back and kill that son of a bitch.
Amber snaps back to reality. The killer is over her, ready to finish the job. With a surge of adrenaline and pure vengeance, Amber reaches into the mud, grabs a heavy brick, and slams it directly into the killer's face over and over again, ending his reign of terror for good. But the trauma of this night has broken something deep inside Amber. In the final haunting shot of the game, we see Amber stranded in the room from her flashback, but she is now holding the killer's horrifying mask. There are no witnesses left. The victim has now become the new monster. And that is the complete tragic and brutal story explanation of Tale Beyond the Tomb No Witnesses, a gripping tale of survival that ends in the darkest way possible. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more horror game lore, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next nightmare.